What's up, guys? Park here, and today I want to sit down for a few minutes, and I want to talk to you, my fellow guild leader. I want to discuss with you guys and share my thoughts, naturally, on a subject, a topic that normally we don't talk about. Normally, it's something that, at least in my opinion, is something that is brushed over, that's kind of pushed to the back burner. It's something that a lot of leaders don't really think about, and this is especially true when it comes to guild leading. So this is something that kind of can be extrapolated for like real life situations, and it is especially true and maybe even a little bit more so important when it comes to leading a guild. And that is the thought process or the mindset that no matter how successful you are, no matter how many bosses you're clearing, or how well the raid is doing in general, you're always going to be losing people. You are going to have raiders that are no longer going to be able to raid. Now, there might be several reasons for this. There might be that they physically are unable to raid. A change in hours, a change in situation, a change in lifestyle to where they are no longer able to log on. Maybe they have to go to sleep early, they have to get up early. They've changed shifts or different jobs in general, and they're just physically not able to get on. It could be the fact that their mindset or their want or willingness to progress is not the same as what you have set as a guild. Now, that's something that we've talked about several videos past, about you want to find a guild that their mindset as far as progression is on par with your mindset. And of course, the reason for that is if you are looking to log on, when you can, your schedule's a little hectic, and you want a guild that will allow you to raid when you're able to log on, that they don't expect you to put out, amazing, top tier DPS or, whatever you're doing, whatever role you're filling, but you join a guild that's clearing Mythic 13 out of 13, Hellfire Citadel every week. You are not going to fit in with this guild. And maybe you have a raider that is of that mindset, or you are not progressing as quickly as they would like to be progressing. They have more time on their hands, and they know that they could be a 13 out of 13 mythic, clearing it 2 or 3 times a week, whatever the case might be with alts, and you are still working on 6 out of 13 heroic, whatever the case might be. But whatever the reason, you are going to have people that leave. And the first bit of advice that I can give to you is don't take people leaving as a personal attack, as a personal insult, anything like that. The reason for this is it's going to happen for a plethora of reasons. Any reason under the sun that you can think of to not play with a group of people, whether it's personal, you just simply don't like them, you don't get along with the guild leader, you don't get along with the raid leader, or it's a professional, they're not pushing as hard, or you don't want to push as hard as they are, whatever the case, people are going to drop out. So don't think of it as a personal attack on you, that somebody is saying, because you are so bad, and you're an awful guild leader, and you're an awful raid leader, I don't want to play with you guys, fuck you guys, I'm going home. That's not the way you need to look at it when this happens. It's not if, but when this happens. Instead, you need to look at it from a very analytical standpoint. Okay, why did this guy leave? And it could be, a myriad of very innocent reasons. Changing job, changing lifestyle, whatever. If it's something to where you are being called out as, hey, look, you guys, you don't do this, and it really needs to happen. Or, for the past month, you've been riding my ass about something, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal. If it's something that you have been doing and you are now talking to that person and they are calling you out on it, don't take it as a personal insult. They're gone. They're leaving. You taking it as, this guy is insulting you and I'm going to get aggressive and defensive isn't going to solve anything. In fact, it's only going to make things worse, because if there is something that you're doing wrong and you're getting called out by someone that's already gone, they're already walking out the door, and you continue to do it, you're going to push more people away. But instead, you can use this as a learning tool, as something that you can kind of look at and go, okay, let me see how legit this reason, this excuse, this this guy has, that maybe I can change, maybe I can adjust things, or maybe not. If you guys look at the video where I was told that I was too abrasive, I really thought about it for a couple of days, and and I got some opinions from my fellow officers, and once everything was said and done, I determined that it wasn't me, it was them. And maybe that's the case. Maybe the player is just not a good fit, or they needed a reality check and they didn't like it. Okay. So what do you do in these situations where you have a person or people that are leaving? The first thing you need to do, or you need to realize, is recruitment does not stop. It doesn't matter if you are clearing, 13 out of 13 mythic every week, and you have, a bench of 20 fantastic players. You don't stop recruiting, because what happens when that one guy leaves? Do you sit in looking for group, waiting for a pug that is up to speed and up to par with what you're doing? Or do you rotate people in and out, and you have someone that is ready to raid, that can play, that can fill that spot? And recruitment never stops. And that is probably what, if nothing else, I want you guys to take away. Recruitment does not stop. It does not matter if you have a full roster. You continue to recruit for several different reasons. One, primarily, like I just said, if you lose a body, if you lose a position, especially in a critical role, if you lose a tank, and I've talked to you guys about that before in a few videos previous to this one, or you lose someone in like a tank healer role, a paladin, a disc priest, or you lose a top tier DPS that you really need to progress. It's a lot easier to pull from the ranks of people that you have available, rather than go, oh shit, we just lost this guy and we now have to fill his spot. No, you already have 2 or 3 guys that are ready to roll. It also creates this concept within your guild of competition, which is something that we'll probably talk on in the next video, or somewhere down the video street, if you will, for lack of my brain working this late at night. But it creates and it fosters this sense of competition within your raid, within your guild. And what does that mean? That means that as time goes on, and especially right now, where people are kind of winding down for Warlords of Draenor, and we're really kind of chomping at the bit and waiting for Legion to hit here in the next few months, people get lazy, especially if they know that their position is secure. If they know that they don't really have to do everything, they don't have to bring runes or potions, or they don't necessarily have to upgrade all of their gear, because nobody's going to take my spot. That's not good. And we've talked about that before. But when you create and you foster this sense of competition, where you go, okay, look, here is the stipulations to get into the raid. If you don't fulfill those requirements, I have 2 or 3 other people of your class, of your role, that will gladly fill in for you. So don't upgrade your gear. It's cool. I got 3 mages sitting on the bench ready to roll. Don't run mythic content. Don't have your ring upgrade. Whatever the case might be. Don't have that stuff done. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. You do you. But I'm going to have people that are ready to take your spot. And then you get into this mindset as a DPS. And I know, because I've done this with my Hunter when I played on my Hunter through Hellfire Citadel once we started clearing Heroic. Where you get in this mindset as a DPS where you want to beat out the next guy. You are 3rd on the DPS chart. How do you get to 2nd? How do you beat that guy that is in 2nd place? How do you get to a point where you can beat them. Well, I need a little bit more valor points so that I can upgrade my gear, and then maybe I can squeeze out a few thousand extra DPS. And it fosters this sense of competition, which is amazing. But you cannot have this sense of competition if everybody is secure and if everybody knows that no one is going to fill their spot. So my advice, again, like I said, recruitment doesn't stop. Continue doing it. Continue bringing people in no matter what. Even if it's 1 or 2 people, they're there. They're ready to go. And in the long run, it's really going to work out for you guys. I promise you it will work out. Because you have people ready. You have competition. Everybody's fighting for spots. It's a good thing. Hopefully you guys like the content that you're seeing here. If you do, give this video a like or hit that subscribe button, or both. Really, both would be the best option available. And it would make me so happy. And I appreciate it so much more than you guys understand. To see the likes and the comments and the that sub number going up. It really, I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate it and how much I love bringing to you guys the content that you see here and the content that you guys want. With that being said, if you want to see something or you have a topic that you want me to talk about, say something in the comment section below. I would be willing to talk about really anything that kind of has the topic of raiding or leadership in raids and stuff like that. Any content that you see here, if you got a specific topic you want me to talk about, let me know. And until next time, guys, I'll see you.